The captain just dozed off for a moment. He accidentally fell asleep during the flight, but when he woke up, he immediately noticed something was wrong. He saw the plane had gone off course, flying over the Pacific Ocean, and what made it worse, the fuel was running dangerously low. He was panicking inside, but didn't dare tell the truth to his crew, because telling them would only make things more dangerous. What he needed to do now was quickly contact the tower. Just as he connected to the radio, he suddenly heard a voice speaking Japanese. Scared, he immediately turned off the radio, then switched to Morse code to communicate with the tower. Next, the captain, to lighten the plane, dropped the heavy ordnance into the Pacific, then quickly changed direction, trying to find a signal. Unfortunately, they circled for a full 10 minutes with no response at all. Fuel was about to run out. The captain quickly told the two crew members behind to prepare for an emergency water landing. After receiving the order, the crew quickly packed their things. Although finally, the plane landed safely on the water, but due to the violent impact, the cabin was badly damaged. The plane would sink soon. In this critical moment, the captain quickly jumped out to get the life raft, then called for his crew to help. But when he turned around, he saw the plane had already sunk into the sea. Fortunately, the crew members immediately unbuckled their seatbelts, which barely saved their lives. Back on the surface, the three quickly flipped the raft over. But the raft was too small. The three had to squeeze together. They had no idea what hardships lay ahead. The sea breeze at night was freezing cold. The three soaked men all huddled close for warmth. They could only hold each other, fighting off the cold. Luckily, they survived the cold without getting sick. When they woke up in the morning, they started playing games like nothing had happened. They thought someone would rescue them soon, but the captain was worried because he knew this vast Pacific Ocean was full of countless dangers, and on their raft, there was no food or water. Sure enough, by noon, the three were scorched by the sun, so thirsty they could barely stand it. They could only take off their clothes to escape the burning sun. Only one person ignored the scorching sun. Not only didn't avoid the sun, instead, he kept staring at the fishing hook in his hand. Seeing the fish wouldn't bite, he got so mad he took off his clothes and jumped right into the ocean. When another crew member saw this, he also wanted to jump in for a swim, but was immediately stopped by the captain because, to stay safe in the Pacific, two people must stay on the raft. Hearing this, the young man suddenly felt a chill down his spine and quickly swam back with all his might. For everyone's safety, the captain suggested everyone stay away from the edge to avoid being noticed by sharks below, so they drifted on the ocean for 3 whole days without a drop of water. The experienced captain finally couldn't take it anymore. He filled his shoe with some water and drank it. The next morning, the captain felt a bit better. However, the crew member's condition was getting worse. Thirst made him unable to resist seeing the seawater. He scooped up a handful, wanting to drink it. Luckily, the captain stopped him just in time.
Suck some water right out of your brain.
Like this, the three drifted for several more days. Then the captain suddenly discovered he actually had a pencil in his pocket. When the crew saw it, they thought it was no big deal, but the captain thought this pencil was important. Then he drew several lines on his swimsuit. He took out his compass and figured out the general direction of the crash. Based on his calculations, the captain believed they now just needed to drift southwest. Soon, they would reach a friendly island. But how could they control the raft's direction? The captain had a brilliant idea. He quickly used wire to prop open a life vest, then placed the life vest at the stern. They successfully created a device that could steer the raft. At that moment, they felt